English. Let's practice English on this video. Today I intend to talk about the concept of performance errors, and the book that I'm using here to practice English just reading and sometimes saying something here. It's this special book, Language Files, Materials for an Introduction to Language and Linguistics. It has been nice to use this book because it's not easy for anyone that don't speak English in a normal day. Just use English to recording videos or trying to watching something in English, but it's not normal. It's not common in my day, and so this kind of situation is not easy. But if I try to understand the text here from this book, I think it's nice to improve English. Here I am in the first chapter. Let's see. Yes, the first chapter. The title from this chapter is Introduction. It's nice to improve English reading this kind of text because the first reason I'm talking about some minutes ago, but the second reason that it's very special to use this book to improve English, it's because this book, it's about language, it's about linguistic. And so if you're reading texts from this kind of book, you can improve your knowledge about linguistics. It's nice too. Okay, for today we have here the first chapter and the third paragraph about the file 1.2, what you know when you know a language. It's the first chapter, introduction, but the topic here, 1.2.1, talking about linguistic competence and the linguistic performance. Let's read just one paragraph from this specific point. Consider again the case of walking. If you are able to walk, you have that ability even when you are sitting down and not actively using it. That ability in your walking competence. When you stand up and walk across the room, that's walking performance. Now, suppose that you stumble or trip on occasion. That doesn't mean that you aren't a competent walker. You still have your walking competence, but your performance was impaired. Maybe you just weren't paying attention to where you were going, or that ground was uneven, or it was dark and you couldn't see clearly. Perhaps there was nothing unusual that, but for some reason you simply lost your balance. In the same way, you may make performance errors when you use language, such as being unable to remember a word, mispronouncing something, or jumbling that words in a sentence. Sometimes there is an apparent reason. You may be tired or distracted, or you may be trying to produce a particularly difficult utterance. And other times there is no apparent reason at all. You simply make a mistake. Nonetheless, your linguistic competence remains unimpaired. I think it's important to finish this topic here because we have just more 5 lines from just one simple paragraph. Let's proceed. Science or sense competence can be observed directly. Linguistics must use linguistic performance as a basis for making hypotheses and drawing conclusions about what linguistic competence must be like. However, in most cases they try to disregard imperfections in performance, that inevitable speech errors, incomplete utterances, and so on, and focus on consistent patterns in their study or linguistic competence. I think it's enough for today, just reading this one or two paragraphs from this special book that I said, Language Files, materials for introduction or to language and linguistics. I think it's a good idea if you want to improve English. You try to seek literally about the 4 skills of communication. For example, you can listening something, you can writing something, you can speaking something, or you can reading something. My favorite skill here on this channel, it's about writing something and speaking too. For me, it's much more comfortable trying to do it, not speak, because speaking it's not easy, it's very difficult. But reading, I think it's a good idea. Thank you for watching this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about the second topic, the number 1.2.2, the speech communication chain. Thank you.